Hey, welcome back to this week's report. Well, it's a little breezy today, so we're going to do the intro from inside the vehicles. Just getting the otters set up right now on the spot. You know, obviously with the big cold snap we had and now the little bit of a warm up, we're able to move around the lake with ease, especially in vehicles. You know, make sure you're calling the resorts ahead of time to make sure they've got safe routes established, and never take a chance on ice. However, as far as opening up the lake, that cold snap really sheared up a lot of things for us and opened up a lot of opportunities all around Mille Lake. And guess what? The fish are still biting. Always, when you get two on the screen, one of them is going to spring into action. Well, we set up our customers on the point. They're sitting in the otters again this week, obviously catching lots of these mixed in with some big fish. Boy, we've had a lot of big temperature swings. As you know, big cold fronts followed up by some warm fronts, which has melted some of the snow, which is great. If you're coming out to some of these spots, what I like to do is I'll get out into an area, whether it's a flat or a gravel bar. I'll mark out the edge, and then I'll try to pick inside points, turns, even main lake points to kind of set my customers up off the edge. I'll check the tops and the deeper side just to see where the fish are at. A lot of times they'll come up, especially on cloudy days. When the high sun comes out or midday, they might slip off to the edge. So I'm always checking the tops and off the edge to make sure I'm on the fish. There he is. Ooh, there's a nice fish. Oh, it's always nice to set that hook and it's solid. Man, that mark came up fast too. Whew. Definitely a bigger fish. There, the water's bouncing. Come on, come up through the hole there. Still not ready. There he comes. There we go. That is a pig. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That is a nice fish. That's why you fish Mille Lake and drill a bunch of holes to find big fish like this, man. Look at that. Just inhaled that bait too. I tell you what, if you're coming up to the lake, obviously as we get towards February, you're going to have to drill more holes. The more fronts we get, obviously the fishing's going to slow down, but man, it's the end of January, first part of February, and the fish are still biting like this. What a pig. I love it. Let's get this girl back in the water.
Put your hat back on, or?
No. There she goes. Nice. Oh, I love those big Mille Lake fish, man, especially when they're that aggressive. Well, we've had a fantastic morning of fishing. Obviously with the sun coming out, we're starting to slip into a little bit deeper water, but if you're coming up to the lake, make sure you're calling ahead, checking out where they have safe routes, roads, established paths, but the ice is in pretty good condition. The fish are biting. So until next time, I'm Tony Roach. We'll see you on the ice.